Alrighty, hello. So we're back. And yesterday we had quite the stream, actually, believe it or not. We basically got to the point where the stream before we got manhandled, throttled, if you will, by a buzzwole. Yesterday's stream, we basically grinded up a brand spanking new team for us to deal with buzzwole, and then we continued on, and basically we're pretty much done with the second island here of Alola. So the team is slightly different if you have not watched the last couple of streams, but even if you watched yesterday's stream, we had to go ahead and make some changes around just to hopefully improve our odds of winning this master mode, because if we suffer another team wipe like that, I can't say it's going to be pretty for us. Just being honest. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick team recap before we spin the wheel and carry on with our journey. So we have Calvon, our Incineroar here at level 30. It's got Intimidate still. We decided to make this one of our two shiny Pokemon on the team. And we also decided to use a tutor/egg move to give this guy Fake Out instead of rocking two physical fire type moves. So we got Fake Out, Blaze Kick, Double Kick, and Darkest Lariat. That is our move set. We have Petulia, our Lilligant here at level 31. It's got Own Tempo with Wise Glasses. It's got Petal Dance, Leech Seed, Mega Drain, and Quiver Dance. Delilah, get away from the computer. Stop. You don't need to be over there. And yet you choose to be over there. You gotta stop. You were just up here, minding your own freaking business. Where was I at? I'm pretty sure I just went through all of Petulia's stuff. Anyways, we got Swampert, Maverick, our Swampert here at level 32. He's got Gooey now. Instead of having Defeatist, we decided to give him the Gooey ability because we earned that reward where we had to choose between 3 abilities. Gooey was the best one that was on the board, so I decided to give it to our Swampert because most things would have been better than Defeatist. So with him being slow, go. We're not doing. Most things would have been better than Defeatist. And we also decided to use one of our illegal moves. I'm pretty sure he normally gets Liquidation. I just don't know how he would get it in this game, if he does get it in this game, or maybe that's a Sword and Shield thing. But we gave him Liquidation so we could have a stab water type move, because we didn't have any water type moves on our team at all, if I'm not mistaken. So changed up his ability, gave him a better move, but he also still has Diamond Storm, Earthquake, Zen Headbutt, and he's holding the Rocky Helmet. So pretty good. Now, very, very big upgrade for him. And then we decided to use our other shiny Pokemon reward on our Togekiss here, who's been a little bit of a MVP, no pun intended, since the last stream. And we decided to upgrade its moveset vastly. So we got rid of Dragon Pulse, and now we have Stab, Moonblast. That was what we used our illegal move on, because I don't know, for some reason I feel like Togekiss doesn't get Moonblast normally, or if it does, you have to like level Togetic up to be a ridiculously high level, and since we never had a Togetic, the chances of us getting Moonblast would be very, very slim. And I didn't want to go like too broken of a move, like of a fairy type move, so I went with Moonblast instead. Just solid stab. And then we gave it Heat Wave because we had a random move reward as well. And Heat Wave's good coverage because it helps us deal with steel types. So in case we're stuck in a against steel type with our Togekiss, we now have that. And then we still have Air Slash and Yawn because those are still good moves. Also with the Scope Lens, the only thing I'd probably want to change up on this Togekiss is probably its ability, just because Hustle doesn't really do anything for us. Then we have King Tut here, the Cofagrigus at level 32 with Will-O-Wisp, Nightshade, Shadow Ball, and Protect. It's got Mummy, which is pretty nice, and then it's also got the Rocky Helmet as well to do a little bit of chip damage to the opponent. And then last but not least, we have Jukebox Arporion Z, my boy here at level 35. He's got Protean, he's got the Normalium Z with Discharge, Signal Beam, Judgment, and Nasty Plot. And that is our team. I'm looking at my team right now, and I just feel like we don't have the fastest team out there, but maybe I'm being a little bit nitpicky. We are also only like level 30. Well, somewhere between 30 and 35. I know Togekiss is technically 36, but at the same time. Wardrobe change. All right, 30 minutes for us to change our look. We can change our clothes, we can change our hairstyle, we can do all that. I don't need to come over here and talk to that guy. I'm actually gonna go over and heal at the Pokemon Center before we go in and do some of those battles in the Hano Grand Resort. We also will be seeing whatever the Ultra Beast is. Not able to catch it, obviously, but we'll be able to see what the Ultra Beast is randomized to once we get to the Aether Foundation. So, should be fun. I think we're going to keep today's stream a little bit shorter. I did not expect yesterday's stream, actually, to be as long as it was. And in some ways, I was okay with it, because I think we were riding a nice wave of momentum, and I think progression-wise, we didn't take too much of a hit, but it be what it be. So today I managed to stomach editing a video that's going out at the end of the month, and I'm actually really excited for that video to go out. Just to see how it performs. You may have heard me talk about it before previously, with like, what am I trying to say here? That sort of style of video where it's like a walkthrough, informative video, and not necessarily something where it's Let's Play content. And I think a lot of the Let's Play content that I will choose to do will stick to live streams. Like, so I'm hopeful that this video, like I said, it goes out at the end of the month. So if you see some videos popping up from me in your sub box, let me tell you, it will stick out like a sore thumb which video I'm talking about. But do I have to actually use a Z move on you? I don't remember if you have to use a Z move or not in this battle. Okay. Who am I leading with? Incineroar? Okay, -1 attack. I'm gonna go ahead and fake out. That was a crit. He's got inner focus. Are you kidding me? My man's really has inner focus. That's kind of crazy, not gonna lie. First mon I get to use fake out on with Incineroar and has inner focus. Or shield dust, I guess. Shield dust is also an ability where that would happen. Did I need to use a Z move? Oh, I can only do it once a day. A little bit bizarre. You know what? We still won the battle and we got all that experience for Incineroar. I say we take it. Say we take it. There is a sticker right here. Pretty sure there's another sticker like in one of the like bodies of water. Why don't you stop and battle my bird Pokemon? Well, let's see what birds you got. Let's see what birds you truly have. A weird looking bird, that's all I'm gonna say. What level are we looking at for this guy? 32. Alright, he's -1. I'm gonna just go ahead and fake it out first. I'm gonna swap to... Let's go Lilligant. Again, it's definitely the better option. Earth Power? Actually, could have probably stayed in. I actually probably could have stayed in. Crazy. Metronome? Ooh. Not a bad item for us to have. Can we actually take the elevators? We cannot. Is it in this corner? It is. $46. I don't remember if there's any at the Aether Foundation. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't remember if there's any at the Aether Foundation that we can actually, like, get immediately. Senior and junior. Senior and junior, Jimmy and Chloe. Look at this dynamic duo that we're seeing in front of us right now. Alright, nice that we get the double intimidate. Makuita's got his Dark Aura, which we already knew about, so Fake Out should do a good amount of damage, I imagine, to Makuita. Again, good amount of experience too. I mean, we are fighting level 31s and 32, so that would be the hope. That would be the hope, you know? I'm pretty sure we can access a closed shop relatively early on the third island. I really hope I didn't grab this challenge and fail by not using a whatchamacallit, devil's advocate. But we'll find out soon enough if I made a choice and really said get lost and don't talk to me again. You know what? Valid. You get cock blocked by some random person, I would not necessarily blame you for feeling so strongly. We don't battle Guzma immediately once we get to Ula Ula Island. Or not in Ula Ula, Mally Garden. what I didn't realize until just now? The Aether Paradise, at least shaped on the map, looks like a Pheromosa. And how Pheromosa kind of looks like Lusamine, and Nihilego looks like Lily. Pure coincidence? Maybe. And up they go. Oh, wiki. Oh man, I don't want to see that guy right there. He's on my shit list, just like freaking Buzzwole. That's gonna be the bit for the remainder of the series. Going to be the bit for the remainder of the series. That guy right there, he's on my shit list. Mr. Brownie. How are we doing, friend? Playing for it with that other guy? Damn. Let me know how many victory royales you guys get. I anticipate you'll get at least one. Zero? Think it's gonna be zero? Crazy. I think you'll get at least one. Turn around this way, and then we should be able to see this cutscene. Yeah, I don't think anybody else can pull that off except for Lily, and then they're just like, they said the Swear to God, if I fight another Ultra Beast right now, like an actual Ultra Beast or a Legendary that gets stupid stat boost, I'm gonna be pissed. Be honest. Keep it real. I get nothing out of line to you. Who are you? Ultra Beast rolls. Its stats rose drastically. Okay, so it has one less attack, but it's got +3. Bro, what the fuck is? What is my luck in these last couple streams with getting these boosts? I mean, to be fair, for a Ralts, this is about the only way that this Ralts can go toe-to-toe with my team. Now, it could have a fairy type move, and if it does, I'll make it a little bit scary, but I don't know if it really has anything right now. All mine. That's just going to make itself stronger. And doesn't Darkest Lariat hit through their stat changes? Yeah, it does. So ultimately, the stat boost didn't matter. Which I'm glad that they have moves like that in the game. If only I was able to do that against Buzzwole. But you know what? I made my mistakes with that damn mosquito. You know what? I got through it. Oh, don't we get the TM for... I think we do. So here's hoping that the TM for Psychic is... It's a nice, solid, special attacking move I can give Porygon Z. Trying to need some better than Dragon Rage, just saying. I believe they said that Ulu Ula Island is the largest of the islands. Makes sense. Okay, I see a clothes shop. I think the haircut place is like right next door. There's a sticker like right here. Yep. I don't think there was one here. No. Maybe one inside, but... There's a secondary mart here, right? Yes, there is. The TM shop, too. I'm gonna take Strength Sap, Focus Blast, and Zen Headbutt, because they're 10k, right? Not bad. Let me look real quick. Incineroar can learn Zen Headbutt. Okay. Focus Blast. Porygon Z could learn that. And Strength Sap, Incineroar can learn that. That's disgusting that Incineroar can get Strength Sap. I actually almost want to teach it to him instead of Double Kick. But no. Now, can I have to do this battle. I think I'm failing this challenge, chat. I think I am failing this challenge. What level is he gonna be? We might be in big trouble. Hold on. Let's go into our Togekiss. So that way, if he decides that he wants to hit us with a ground type move, it won't do anything to us. It goes for Leech Seed. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and launch an Air Slash at him. Okay, there goes his ace. In terms of level, anyways, there goes his ace. Corsola. Oh, this is fine. This is actually very manageable. Waddle. Okay, we're switching into... No, let's go Porygon. Porygon. Let's go Porygon and just... hope that we can sweep him quickly. Dude, the next time we battle this guy, he's gonna have, like, fully evolved Mons. Galore. Hypno. I gotta go Incineroar for that. Meditate? That's fine. I probably should have faked out first, but... I also don't know if it would have mattered in the grand scheme of things. Oh, it would have mattered. Thus killing just now with Darkest Lariat. Okay, so he set him back up to neutral attack, so... That still did a lot, though. For not being stabbed. For not being stabbed, that did a lot. Kakuna, I'm staying in. His team, Loki, has been ass for the most part. Outside of Torterra. You. Jesus Christ. Yeah, his team is terrible. Nasty plot? Alright, let's relax. Aftermath? Ooh, that could have been really bad, but thankfully we survived. Like Neem Z. Okay. I can't go over there. Close place, but I don't know if there's a haircut place here. Well, it says wardrobe change, which does mean clothes. The hair stuff is optional. My God, this cost me a lot. I feel like we gotta take the socks. Make this outfit not look derpy. Hold on. We're being a fashionista right now. Oh, I can change my contacts. I didn't even think. And lip color. I didn't even think about that. Can you go no socks? Technically can. I just don't want her to look derpy. There we go. All right. Technically, we did the challenge, so I get a reward for it. What do we get for all our troubles? You know what? I completely forgot that we had eggs to hatch as well. Didn't even think about that. Nobody's currently watching, so I'm just gonna... 5 rare candies. You know what? We'll take that, and I may or may not use those right now. Let's see. I'm gonna write that down in the doc, though. Oh, and we finally added the Master Ball in, by the way, so... in case you guys were curious, we added the Master Ball in finally. Let's go ahead and spin our wheel and see what we get for our troubles. What do we have to do for the next 30 minutes? Sell highest base power TM. Can't do that because you cannot sell TMs in this game. So we need to respin. Switch into Pokemon weak to opponents typing. You know what? That could be a little bit problematic, but you know what? It's fine because I need to go ahead and get eggs hatched anyway. So maybe we use a lot of this time here to hatch our eggs. Maybe I don't worry too much about speed up. Maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna go into the Mally Garden though and grab my first encounter, and then we'll hatch eggs. Because I don't think I need to battle anybody to go into the grass at all, thankfully. This is just not where grass is at. I could get something from the water. Probably be the smarter thing too. Grab something from water. Nothing seems to be biting. Crazy. I guess we're grabbing something from the grass. Why couldn't this just be like a normal encounter for me? Okay, so he's just a poison type right now, right? I think. Because when it's Naganadel, it would be Poison Dragon. I don't think this could be really bad for me, but I'll have to end up switching anyways because of the challenge. Venom Drench? Okay, that's fine. I might throw... I'm gonna Leech Seed first. Yeah, that's why I wanted to Leech Seed first. I was gonna Quiver Dance as well, so we can do some damage to it passively. Okay, so here's the sucky thing, is that Cradilly here is a little bit scary, but he's probably just as hard to catch as the Poipole. Just don't attack, just don't attack, just don't attack. Okay, own tempo came in clutch. Own tempo came in clutch. Nice. I'm gonna have to Hyper Potion here. I almost want to Quiver Dance again, if possible. Which I don't know if it is possible. I could just be throwing away my encounter here. But I guess if the Poipole dies, right? It might not be the end of the world, because if I have to go ahead and catch Cradilly... If I have to go ahead and catch Cradilly, then, you know, so be it. I almost want to actually do that. That might be just the better thing. Unfortunately, it won't be better in the sense of me getting a like decent level egg, but I mean, level 30 is still not terrible. Level 30 is still not terrible. Alright, I feel like I have to launch off an attack onto Dilly here. He's still faster than me after, what, 3 Quiver Dances? Does he have Prankster? Does he have Prankster? Is that why he's faster than me? Because there should be no reason that he's faster than me after 3 Quiver Dances. Okay, this is probably our best chance to catch this. I'm not Master Balling it. I'm gonna throw my only Beast Ball I have at it. See if this is enough. If it is, awesome. If not, as long as he doesn't kill me. There we go. A little bit nerve-wracking. It didn't need to be. It really didn't need to be, but when you got challenges like this, they don't always make your life easy. I kind of wish that I got the chance to actually use a Poipole. Just saying, but we do have some eggs we need to trade out, and we have only like 12 left, so we're actually knocking out a good batch of them. Yep, he did have Prankster. I was gonna say, I'm like, there's no way he should be outspeeding me still after 3 Quiver Dances. All right, so where is... All right, our box is here. So we have 8. Is this correct? 8? Check here. Yes, 8 eggs to trade out for, because we said we were going to keep the Magnazone, the Magnemite and the Cyndaquil just as backup mons, because they would be pretty decent. It might be 9 actually. Hold on, Dewpider. Did I say I'd keep Dewpider? Yes, I did say I'd keep Dewpider. Okay, so no, these are all correct. So these 8 eggs, or 8 mons here, will be the eggs that we trade out for. So gonna put someone in the PC for right now, and like I said, we're just gonna go until all of our eggs are today. All of our eggs are hatched, which we're gonna have a full box over here done. So there's that. I should have this in my party right now. So we have 12 eggs. Let's see what we get. Hey Siri, pick a number 1 through 12. 7. Lucky number 7, perhaps? Maybe? Maybe. What do we got? That is a Gengar. Okay, and that was what? Level 29 or 28 for the Swinub? 29. Okay. Level 29 Gengar. So, I mean, that's a good replacement if anything happens to our Cofagrigus. Truthfully, that's a good replacement if anything happens to our Cofagrigus. The only sucky thing about replacing Cofagrigus is that he's just bulky. And trading it out for a glass cannon is not necessarily the best, but it's also not bad. So it'd be cool if we were able to use Mega Gengar, but again, I don't know why the Mega Ring isn't working, so we'll just have to carry on with our business as if nothing has happened. Nothing has changed. The Grim Shady, he was our MVP. Ironically enough, he was really the MVP of our first 2 generations, almost 3 generations of Generations Master Mode. But because I failed a challenge at the end of Hoenn, in Generations Master Mode, it actually killed him right after we completed the game, and thus I was unable to bring him over in a Sinnoh. Otherwise, he could have been a Mon that actually would have gone through like every single generation. Like he's that good. He's that good. So kind of unfortunate, but it's also funny at the same time because like him and Swampert kind of were like those 2 Mons that like they were always just constantly there in that series. Get the fuck away from this. What is so fascinating about this? Nothing. Stop messing with this. I know how you are. Go. 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 And she's not like this all the time. She's truthfully not. It's whenever I kid you not, it's whenever I stream is when Delilah wants to mess with stuff like equipment of mine. When I'm playing games with the boys, she doesn't care. Or she doesn't care as much. She doesn't bother to come over and mess with anything. But as soon as I start streaming is when she's like, oh, I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna try to rub up against stuff or fight wires and things like that. Like, you have a history, Delilah, and that's why I get very upset with you when you even think to try anything. That's why I have an issue with that. Alrighty, next Mon. We have now 11 eggs. Hey Siri, pick a number 1 through 11. He said 2. So egg number 2, which is this one right here. I'm going to put the poi pole in this box. And that's another Milotic. In fact, this is the Milotic that we had as our MVP from our last Ultra Sun playthrough, which was the Ultra Sun Eon randomizer nuzlocke, where we took our teams at the end or after the series was over and we did a Wi-Fi battle. Yeah, this thing was my MVP, the Milotic. So I don't remember what its ability was off the top of my head, but I know its moveset was generally pretty good. And we actually got it from a fossil, which is funny because I think it was a fossil that was like a normal fossil mon. So that's why I got the name actual, and then it evolved into a Milotic, and a Milotic ended up being the, like I said, the MVP of the Nuzlocke for that series. Unfortunate that it died, but I mean, with King Shield as the move, having the move King Shield was just crazy. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure it had Magic Bounce. That's what made it like really freaking good. And it had Beak Blast too, so if I wanted to try to get a burn on something, I could do that. So, you know, it was really, really good. And the fact that we get it at level 34, so if anything actually happens to anybody on our team, it's actually a pretty good mon to have as a backup. And we know that it levels up quickly. Know that? Especially from this series, and then from our Black to Eon series, where we again finished the game with a Milotic, that it levels up very, very fast. Which, you know, doesn't bother me at all. Not bother me at all. But Calm Nature with Magic Bounce Solid stuff right there. All right, next one. Oh, nothing too crazy. Hey Siri, pick a number 1 through 10. Pick number 10. The very last one right there. It's... Jeez. The Pikachu from Let's Go Pikachu. Now, he's not going to have any of the Let's Go Pikachu moves because obviously Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee came out after Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So, that means I think his moveset, he might just have Brick Break right now. That might be his only move. Which I have thought about maybe evolving it into a Alolan Raichu, because it would just be better if I did that. And I haven't really used a Alolan Raichu before, so I think that would be fun. If, you know, if we had to use this thing, that is, so. But yeah, we are definitely going to, whatchamacallit, we're definitely gonna have our, like, spare encounters, or some of the encounters for the rest of the game, be, like, stuff that we can actually go ahead and catch, so. I'll need to figure out what I want to do with that information. At level 18, right? Electro Ball, we'll get rid of Growl. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Let's learn Thunder Wave. Yes, Thunder Wave we'll get rid of Play Nice for that. All right, an electric type, another electric type, I should say. Not too shabby, not too shabby. We still do have Rotom there, but RKS system is the ability that he got randomized to. Interesting. So I wonder if that would work then. If I gave him one of the memories, would he change into that type? Or is that only a Silvally thing? I don't know, but Lunatone. We have 5 more eggs to hatch. Or 5 more encounters to trade out for eggs. Hey Siri, pick a number 1 through 9. 3. This egg right here. Uncle Sam, the Braviary. The MVP of our Volt White Randomizer Master Mode. Mans did a lot for us in that series. Was a really, really big carry. There's a reason why I kept bringing him back a lot in that series. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend it. You check it out. There he is. I remember too, there was a point where I was like flipping my lid because I'm like, I'm pretty sure I taught him like Rock Smash or something like that. And I wasn't getting defense drops with it. I'm like, why am I not getting any defense drops with Rock Smash? Because I had Sheer Force. So I was actually doing more damage, but I wasn't getting defense drops because it was a secondary effect, so that wouldn't work. I don't know, I just thought it was kind of funny that that kept happening, but unfortunate that he's got to be level 18. But I mean, it could be worse. No, it really could. Oh. 14. Hone Claws. No. What a Hone Claws right now. 18. There we go. Box 2 is about to be full here. Same with box 3. All right, let's trade out our Spoink here. Another level 35 Mon, which is going to be great for us. We have 8 eggs. Hey Siri, pick a number 1 through 8. 2. Egg number 2, which is this one right here. As you can see, we have a lot of space opening up here. Egg number 2, Chuck Bass. So this was an MVP from a series that I did with my then girlfriend of a love lock, and we decided to come up with the name of Chuck Bass for Gliscor. It was one of our first encounters that we got in the beginning of the game. And he was a very big carry, and I'm pretty sure he survived until we did the Delta episode. And lost in the Elite Four rematches. I'm almost certain that's how his fate unfolded, but no, he was an MVP of that series. Very, very strong, very, very good Mon. Was a good Mon for early game to help us start to build a team, basically. But the less we speak about that series, the better, you know? I have my reasons why I don't want to talk about it. Get him to 35. I'm gonna get rid of Sky Uppercut. I can actually. Oh my god, can we just get to fucking Sky Uppercut? Thank you. This is what I don't like about the speed up. Like, 8's almost too fast. It was a 35, right? Night Slash? No. 30 once on U-turn? No. 3, 34, 35. Reach? No. And the nice thing too about this this Gliscor is it has Dragon Dance. So we can boost its attack, and it's got Acrobatics Stab, so I may or may not give him an item to hold. I don't know if Z crystals, after you use them, kind of get like used up and put away, so I don't know if Acrobatics' power would be stronger. I don't truthfully know that. I don't truthfully know if that's how it works. All right, next one, the Sableye, another level 35. Go ahead and trade out 4. We have 7 eggs remaining. Hey, Siri. Hey, Siri. Pick a number 1 through 7. Egg numero 1. Okay, so box 2 is completely full. Box 3, like I said, is going to be full after this. So I'm actually going to start just putting Mons down here. I almost want to move... I almost want to move boxes around, but maybe that's something I do later. Thunderclap. Ooh, I know where this one's from. I mean, I should know where all of them are from. This is from our very first Renegade Platinum Mastermode series that we did, video series, and this is going to be an Electivire. And what's still baffling about that series is that the fact that I lost that one battle against Dawn 3 straight times, all because of Are we really? Hey, are we not listening? I get it. There's bright flashing lights here, but what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do right now? Because if you get... You're not going to be able to go back there. Stop. I don't get it. Of all the places, I bought you this freaking cat house here. Here. For you. And yet you want to not hang out by this thing. You want to hang by the more expensive stuff. The stuff that you can't pay for. No. No. There we go. I'm cool with you being right there. Just don't fall off the... Don't fall off your cat house. Sorry, I feel like I have to freaking be a parent, like a toddler with this one, even though she's 7 years old. Still have to like baby her. Keep an eye on her at all times, I should say. Shockwave. I mean, that's better than Thundershock, isn't it? Right, we're just gonna go with that instead of Thundershock. Thunderwave? No. Maybe if you had like a crappier moveset, I'd probably give you Thunderwave, but 3, 34, 35. Impish nature with motor drive. So not really great, but also not terrible. Garamaka. Second to last egg that we need to hatch right now. Hey Siri, pick a number 1 through 6. Egg number 6, keeping it simple. Kinda forgot, I gotta leave him in this box. So this is our Lunala that ended up being the MVP of our Generations Master Mode run through Paldea, which I'm just going to say, if you have not seen the Generations Master Mode death montage for Paldea, you have to watch it. I'm going to tell you right now, it's an hour long. So if you have an hour of time to devote to something of mine and you're really curious to see what went wrong in that series, a lot went wrong. I say in that series, in that section of the series, watch it. I cannot describe to you how crazy that is. And if you're gonna go watch it right now, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but we lost to the very last battle in the DLC, which is technically the Pecharunt battle, because we had to play like post-game stuff and whatnot. So we lost to Pecharunt and came all over again from the very beginning. So I essentially played Pokemon Violet. I don't know if anybody heard that, but my back just exploded. we're gonna finish rare candying up this Lunala before we continue. But yeah, we basically had played Pokemon Violet twice and through its entirety in order to win the Generations Master Mode in Paldea. Like, it was rough. And then what's funny is that I'm pretty sure I was like saying something along the lines like, oh, we're not going to be back in Paldea for a good amount of time. So, you know, I'm glad I got my fix of it now. And then I'm pretty sure like right after we finished, I went over the level. My bad. Wait, what was it? 28? So I'll make whatever the next egg was 2 levels lowered in compensation. I was just yapping and not paying attention. My bad. So next egg will be 25 instead of 27. But yeah, I basically started the series with Mr. Brown immediately afterwards. So it's like once we finish that series of Scarlet and Violet, I was like, I'm not touching this game in a series format for like well over a year. Because I kid you not, I feel like I played Scarlet and Violet multiple times a year since the game came out, and it's like I just need a break from playing it. That's basically the mentality I had. So, no, you're gonna get pissy right now, but no, I know exactly what you're trying to do, and no. Let's spin our reward wheel real quick and see what we get for us doing the challenge, but not really doing the challenge. Another viewer's choice when nobody's watching, so. Random ability, 3 generated, pick one. All right, hold on, let's pull this up. This would be really good if we got something good for our Togekiss. Saying. Log. All right, let's see what we get. Marvel Scale. Big Pecs. Or Flare Boost. What is Flare Boost? Flare Boost. Pokemon. Just Flare Boost. Flare Boost is an ability that increases a Pokemon's special attack by 1.5 times when it's burned. Okay, so I have that, or I increase defense with Marvel Scale. That's a tough one. Because I don't think I have a Flame Orb right now to really take advantage of that with Togekiss, right? I still would say Flare Boost is probably the best ability for that, because it's essentially like being choice specs, but not having on a choice specs, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and give Flare Boost as my ability, and that can go on anybody. And feel free, if you guys are watching this, whether you're watching it live or in post, to tell me if you think these rewards are too good, or if we need to add like some harsher punishments and or challenges to really balance it out. Because I feel like sometimes the challenges don't necessarily live up to the same toughness, we'll say, as like rewards we get. So just curious, any feedback regarding that would be pretty swell to me. Next challenge is going to be use Pokemon attacks with a base power of 100 or lower. No. I can't read that. That's so small. I can't tell if that's a 1 or if that's 600. Nope, it just adjusted itself. Use moves with the base power of 100 or lower. I was right the first time. Okay, that's actually probably the easiest variation of that challenge we could have gotten. Truthfully. Because I think we only have, what? One move where it's not base 100, and that would be Pedal Dance on Lilligant. So it's actually really, really good that we got that just now. We do have one final egg we need to trade out for, which is this Geodude. We have 5 eggs remaining. Hey Siri, pick a number 1 through 5. It is egg number 3, right smack bang in the middle. Let's go ahead and put him on the team. And like I said, we're going to go to 25 because I accidentally leveled up the Lunala a couple candies over. Again, my bad. Did not mean to. So we got to see what emote. It's our Dugong. It's our Dugong from, I'm pretty sure what would technically, no, it wouldn't be technically. Garchomp would have been the most recent MVP we would have had because of Heart Gold Master Mode. So this would be before that, but emote was our MVP of our Pokemon Black 2 Eon run. And when you see what hatches, you're immediately going to be like, Tristan, how was a Dugong your MVP? And let me explain. We struggled in the beginning parts of Black 2. We lost twice in a row, and our third run was looking to go the same way. But then we encountered this guy that has Magic Bounce. He has Glaciate. He has Crabmember. He has Blue Flare. He has a cracked moveset out the gate. He's fully evolved. He basically helped carry us to the point where we could get a much better team. And even though they didn't survive until the end of the Nuzlocke, without their impact in the beginning of the early game, there's no guarantee that we would have had as good of a team as we did have without him. Without her, sorry. It was a sheep. So, just want to say that. Level 25 is what we get to. Signal Beam. No. Icy Wind, no. Encore, no. Now, it might be harder to really see if Dugong would be good in this sort of game, because we're a couple generations removed from where it shined. So it's hard to say if it would be any good or not. I don't know. Truthfully, I don't know. I don't know why I put Geodude back in this box. He should have been in this box. But now we're down to 4 eggs. Still left to hatch. I haven't quite decided if I want to keep the mons that we have caught. I feel like for some of them I do, just because I want to see if I can encounter them in the wild. Because like I said, I have 4 free encounters, which if I really wanted to, I could use all of my free encounters to go get stuff to hatch the last of my eggs. Which I ultimately haven't decided on doing that. But it would be... it'd be cool if we could get some mons that we can actually use in this game and potentially even be the MVP in this game. No wins, we play in God. You guys haven't been playing for that long. There's no way. Because I've only been live for an hour and 22 minutes. Must have been that bad, huh? Spawn die, spawn die, spawn die. If I have enough free space on my PS5, I'm gonna probably reinstall BO7. I have had the itch to go back and play it. I just haven't gotten around to actually doing it, which I hate when that happens. Because I will die on the hill and say that BO7 was the most fun I've had with playing a COD multiplayer since probably BO3, maybe BO4. I know I was much better at BO4 than I was at BO3, but I don't think I enjoyed BO4 as much as I enjoyed BO3. All right, so this Lucario quick guarded and blocked my fake out. All right, he's dead. And he had a Rocky helmet. This guy was pro playing me hard. Click pedal dance at any point. Don't click pedal dance. Otherwise, I failed the challenge. And like I said, that's the easiest variation of this challenge because there's like steps to it. One with like 60 base power or lower, 80 base power or lower. And then I did kind of something similar with base stat totals where it's like you can only use Amon with this base stat total or lower. Wow. Interesting. Lowered his attack, but raised his speed. Can we run? Thank you. I'd like to get the squad to 35. Garchomp bite. You sick bastard. Keep rubbing it in that I can't use the Mega Ring. Keep rubbing it in. Mr. Brent, I guess the question I have for you is, if me and Drake continue to play WoW a lot, would you come back? Just out of curiosity. Just out of curiosity. All right, Decidueye. Go ahead and intimidate him. That's perfect for me. Can't fake him out, but Darkest Lariat could do a decent amount of damage. I'm trying to make sure that I'm battling everybody. All the trainers, anyways. My boy. He's over there somewhere. He's like buried behind a pillow, but I know he's back there. I know he's back there. I saw a comment on one of my shorts the other week where, like, it was when I was reacting to the Mega Raichus or something like that, and somebody commented, like, saying something along the lines of, like, one of the coolest new Mega Evolutions versus the worst Pika clone they could have ever made, and I'm like, listen, I know not a lot of people like Dedenne, but also at the same time, like, the worst? I don't know about that. I definitely wouldn't say he's one of the best Pika clones, but I wouldn't say he's the worst. Okay. What the fuck am I fighting right now? What is this? You know what sucks is I feel like I can't stay in with either one of these. I feel like I can't. I could go Maverick here. And we do have liquidation now, which wouldn't be bad. And then I might go Porygon Z. This is just I'm nervous about fighting the Groudon, because if I go with Discharge to try and kill Tornadus, I leave myself vulnerable. Okay. And Rocky Helmet damage. All right, you know what? Wait, this is probably better? Maybe? I could Z move here into the Groudon slot. I just don't know if I kill Groudon with a Breakneck Blitz. I feel like I do. It's base 180. His special defense is not that good. His special defense is not that... Oh, you know what? I can't do that because that goes against the challenge. So, no. I'm still in danger. You know what? Actually, I liquidate the Groudon instead. And then do I Signal Beam into it as well? I feel like, no, that's a throw. Because if I do that, Porygon... Or not Porygon. Swampert is going to be at low HP. I need to heal the Swampert, because he may hit me with another Earth Power. Scary Face. Okay, slows down the Porygon Z. Tornadus is getting faster. Okay. Tornadus is getting faster. I feel like going for another liquidation and then possibly going for a bug move. Would going for Signal Beam be smart here? I could also just swap. Would swapping be safer? Swapping would be safer. Swapping would be safer. It just would be. Go into my dual Rocky Helmet Mons. Why not? Earth Power into... Ooh. That's not ideal, but... does leave Groudon open to another liquidation, and then I can protect in case this Tornadus decides to do something else. Extra Sensory, bam. Earth Power, bam. Doubled into my guy. That's dead Groudon. Okay. Got almost 2200 XP for that. Calvon's level 35. Jukebox, level 36. Is he going to go for another extra sensory? That's the question. That's the question I got to ask myself. He could, actually. So I'm going to Diamond Storm. And then I'm going to go into Calvon, expecting another extra sensory. We get another Intimidate drop, so if he decides to go for Revenge, he does not. He went for Air Cutter. Which that's spread move damage, which significantly less in this game. Get the hell out of here, man. Alright, I just have to double check because I didn't just now. I gotta make sure that Diamond Storm was base 100 or lower, because I don't know if I was technically able to use that just now. I know Liquidation's like 85, so we are fine with using Liquidation. But we got 2 levels off that with Swampert, so hell yeah. And that's what happens when you fight 2 legendaries. Back to back. Okay, thank goodness. It was base 100. Good to know. That would have been hella awkward, though, if I completely forgot about going for a Z move and I Z moved the Groudon and just been like, buddy, you just said, hey, you can't use a move that is higher than base 100. What are you doing? Is anybody home? And the answer to that question would have been no, nobody's home. Thankfully, there's quite a few trainers for us to battle before we do the next trial. I'm still very freaking... Just for the record. Just for the record. I am very terrified of the next trial. Because I'm almost certain it's going to be a level 40 trial. But I do have 5 rare candies. I forgot that I had those. So maybe I'm not going to be a dum-dum this time and forget to use them for the trial. Which we're probably not doing the trial today. I would like to get through all like the dialogue-y stuff. I'd like to get through all the dialogue stuff here on this first part of the island and then maybe save it for tomorrow. I think that would be ideal. Liquidation! Goodbye, Grappler! That was a crit? Not necessary. Not necessary. Ooh, please be good. You know what? Depending. You know what? This is not a bad option. This is not a bad option. Because we saw what happened to us the last time. I mean, even today, with us fighting the Ralts that was, you know, the Ultra Beast. This could save our ass. Late game. This could save our ass. Big time. I just don't know. I just don't know if I go Incineroar or... Because if I give it to Incineroar, it takes away even negative stat changes. I would still think that that would be better in case, like, if just thinking back to Buzzwole, you know, PTSD, Mosquito Man. If I ran into another situation like that again, I have Haze, but what's the chances of me actually outspeeding whatever I'm fighting? Not very high. Not very high. So maybe, you know what? I'll teach it to him now so I don't forget about it as an option. Because I feel like I have not clicked Double Kick for a very long time with him. I probably clicked it very early when we hatched him and had him on our team. But otherwise, I haven't really used it since the very early game. I mean, Strength Sap is still also a very good option, but I'm thinking... Well, I mean, we have Darkest Lariat. So would I want Strength Sap more? Because Darkest Lariat is going to tear through the defense stats. Yes, I would still want Haze. Because if you think about it, if his defenses increase, Sure, I can still hit him with Darkest Lariat and ignore his defense stats. But if he has attacking stats, or special attacking stats, Haze would save me way, way, way more. It would save me way, way, way more. So, would be smarter for me to do that. Which is kind of cool that it has you thinking outside of the box a little bit. Are you winning, son? Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're just kind of strategizing, spitballing, if you will. We were talking about how Buzzwole, Big Mosquito Man, is still gonna haunt my dreams probably for the remainder of this series. But I got the TM for Haze, which eliminates stat changes. So if I run into that sort of issue again, as long as I live with Incineroar, I can get rid of all the stat changes of the totem Pokemon that we battle. So, got me kind of thinking outside of the box, but in a good way. In a very good way. Goodbye, my amigo. I just realized too, we have 2 more stickers we need to get before I believe we get the next trial or Totemon, which I don't know what level he's gonna be. What did I think about the lady from the Aether Foundation? That she looked very similar to you. That's what I thought. I mean, I know this game came out when I was like 15 or 16, but holy shit, I was an idiot for not putting 2 and 2 together when I saw Lusamine and Lily. And Gladion, for that record. Like, how did you not figure that out until they revealed it to you? How did you not figure that out? All right, there it is. There's the sticker. Show me phone call. Now, I don't need a legendary from my I don't need a legendary for my thing. My token, my totem token, my TT, E squared, if you will. I don't need a legendary. I just want something worth it. Ooh. Not terrible. Not necessarily great, but solid. Like steel. All right, let's go ahead and name it Zyra. I might actually be keeping the Steelix, just for the record. Just for the record. Let's take a look at its summary. Oh, you goddamn right, I'm keeping this Steelix. No, that's still really good. Even with a calm nature, us having huge power with our defense stat, insane. That is insane that we just picked this up. This is 100% getting added to the team if we lose shit, anybody, really. Pokemon. I mean, we have Cofagrigus with Physical Bulk, but that's a huge pickup. That is genuinely a huge pickup. Huge power Steelix. Damn. It wouldn't even be worth it to Mega Evolve them either. That's the funny part. Would not even be worth trying to Mega Evolve them. I said I don't need a legendary. I just need something that I got you, big homie. Steel ground is a really good typing too. So I don't know if we could really take advantage of any of the TMs that we have right now, but it's still good. It is good. I don't remember how many trainers there are in this gym, but I do remember, or I think anyways, this is something that we are allowed to do once a day. So unfortunately, if we do have to do another grinding stream, I think we can only do this once, which kind of blows. But I mean, I think it works out fine for us at the same time. With the Marowak. A little whack? Regular Marowak. Alright, level 35. Not too high leveled for us, so this should be good experience nonetheless. Obviously not gonna kill because Marowak's got a good amount of physical bulk on it. No need to waste another liquidation here. I'm gonna Zen Headbutt. You hope I enjoyed myself. Yeah? That's all? I swear, I've seen like so many Orangaroos in the overworld. It's just like him and just thinking about the Buzzwole. Haunting me. Alright, Kamala. I know Kamala's got like he's got like 115 base physical attack. Like he's very slept on in terms of strength. I've never used a Kamala before, so kind of cool. Got a Black Sledge. All right, I'm gonna switch because he did yawn me, and quite frankly, I don't deal with that. Let's go to King Tut because I don't know if he's gonna have anything to hit a ghost type. I'll take Black Sledge damage this turn, and then if he doesn't hit me, then I can protect. If Black Sledge doesn't kill him this turn, that is, which it doesn't, so I'm just gonna protect. But waste another turn and get King Tut some free experience. Get Sucker Punch. All right, Maverick's 35. 35. Let's go ahead and swap Tulia up to the front. I'm gonna put King Tut in the second slot, even though there's no double battles in here. Still throw him up front when it's his turn to try to get to 35. Jellicent. Oh, this is perfect. I might need the Quiver Dance because I'm only allowed to use Mega Drain here, but this is a perfect scenario for me. Because I don't think Jellicent can really touch. He might have Hex or something like that, or Ominous Wind. Yeah, that doesn't do anything to me. But he does get the Omni Boost, so my Quiver Dance was low-key pointless. Oh my god. Are you being for real right now? Yeah, this is terrible. This is actually terrible. I'm gonna have to go in and yawn. I don't think I outspeed because he's +1. Okay, thankfully no secondary boost. I'm gonna yawn it. Get it to be asleep, and then I'm gonna switch into jukebox, hoping it goes for another ominous wind. I think it will, but truthfully, I do not know. It went for Brian. Okay, it doesn't do too much. But it is still +1 defense, so even if I go to get stab from discharge, it basically is going to cancel out my stab. He is faster than me, which is a little bit frightening, but we do at least half. Okay, sleep one more turn. Oh. Okay, we speed tie, apparently. Did not know that. Did not know that. Yeah, Sap Sipper Jellicent was not necessarily on my bingo card for today, but I'm glad we got past it. I'm glad that we got past it. But we completed the challenge, so let's go ahead and see what... Another Master Ball. That's so fucking ironic because we quite literally just put in the Master Ball. Delilah, don't even think about it. We quite literally just put in the Master Ball that we earned like our first stream of this series. So it's just, it's funny because it's inconvenient, but you know what? Another Master Ball, especially because eventually we're going to get to the point where we can start catching legends, and I have free encounters on the table. I might be going and looking for some specific legendaries, you know what I mean? But we're going to do one more challenge so that way we can hit the 2-hour mark, because right now we're at the 1 hour 50-minute mark. So let's do one more challenge. Nice little 2-hour stream today in comparison to the 4-hour power we did yesterday. Use attacks with a base power of 80 or lower. Okay, so technically, even though we just did the challenge where we had to do 100 or lower, this classifies as the same challenge because it's basically the same challenge, but having more restrictions. So I do re-roll these between, then we would be doing this one. But we do re-roll this technically. Now, if it was the base stat total, like this one, I think that says 5. I want to say that says 500. I can't tell if it says 500 or 550. If that says 500, we're probably in trouble, but I think I needed to like go. I needed to like shift a little bit so I can see. I can't tell if that says 500 or 580 because that could say 580. It does look a little bit like an 8. It doesn't look like the same number. And I don't want to get it wrong. I kind of wish that the wheel text was not small like this. I think it was 580. If that's the case, I can still use everybody on my team. And like I said, you guys can't see it because it's so small on your guys' screen. I'd be surprised if you'd be able to read this. You know what I could do? Probably not the smartest idea to do while streaming, but shouldn't have to resort to doing this, but I'm doing it. Where is... right here. I want to say this is 580, but I cannot tell with how small the screen is. It's 500. Eee, that's bad. Oh, that's terrible. Do I use one of my Devil's Advocates on this? Do I use one of my Devil's Advocates on this? Is there a chance that Kofagrigus is under 500? Is there a chance that he's under 500? I don't know. Or Lilligant, for that matter. If either one of those two are under 500, then I will do it. But I know Porygon is like 535. Swampert is going to be 530. Same with Incineroar. Togekiss. I don't think Togekiss is going to be under 500. Let's see. Let's just double check. There's the starters and Porygon Z. I know for sure their base stat total is just off of memory. Let's check Togekiss. I feel like Togekiss is over 500. Yeah, Togekiss is 545. What about Lilligant? Lilligant is 480. Okay, so I can use Lilligant. Please let me use Kofagrigus too. And 483. Okay, we can use Kofagrigus and Lilligant. Okay, we're taking this challenge. We are taking this challenge. Probably not the smartest thing, because I'm using my, again, 2 weakest mons. However, it will still hopefully work out, and it will create some entertaining content. So, and what do we get in return? A reward, chat. A reward. If I lose another Nuzlocke life, I might be pissed. It might ruin my entire Wednesday. I have no idea yet. But again, it's only 30 minutes, and truthfully, there's not too many encounters for us to grab right now. So we'll have to see. And we got a Wailord. It's shiny! Look at that. Big whale man. All right, level 35. I don't know if you have... It's sheer cold, but I don't know if he has Ice Beam right now. I don't think he does. Mist? That's fine. That is fine. Are you winning, son? Kind of. This last challenge we got for today is gonna potentially push me up a wall. Or put me against the wall, pin me against a wall, but it's also not the end of the world either. I basically am only allowed to use my weakest mons, which is going to be the Lilligant and the Kofagrigus, so I'm allowed to use 33% of my team. If I run into like an Incineroar or something, I'm probably screwed. I am probably screwed if I run into an Incineroar. Or a Chandelure. Snivy? Okay. Don't you have one? An Incineroar? Yeah, but I can't use it because I'm not allowed to use him because his base stat total is over 500. And the challenge is I have to use stuff that has a base stat total under 500. I'm not allowed to use an Incineroar, but if I run into one, like run into a battle against one, I might be in trouble. Oh, I should have... Ooh. I should have probably Will-O-Wisped him. Poison Touch? No poison? No, because I think Poison Touch would have went off already. Okay. As long as I don't get critted here, I should kill him. Yep. My authentic Kanto style Pokemon. I don't think that was a Kantomon, buddy. I don't think that was a Kantomon at all. All right, we got some soda pops. All right, not too bad. Not too bad. I will take the soda pops. Now, do I want to go into each of the buildings? I mean, this would probably actually be the most opportune time to do that. Because I don't want to get into too many battles with this challenge in play. Because it's very much a liability. Not necessarily just to me losing those mons, but to the team as a whole and the nuzlocke as a whole. Or the master mode as a whole, not even just the nuzlocke. So it'd be smarter for me to like take my time and scoop up any bonus stickers. Potentially items as well. I know there's an encounter up north, which we'll want to try and get. West, but I don't think we're gonna go west. It's more like southwest. I don't think we're gonna be doing that today anyways. I think that'll be more of a tomorrow stream deal. I go in here without having to eat. Ethel. I have to see on the Pokédex where he is, because I kind of want to use a Beware. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I checked the... I did do the haircut place already. Can't go in there. Already went into the Kanto gym. There's a library. Lily, do you drag me into the library? And we have Mudsdale. Ada, the horse here. I'm pretty sure there's a sticker on both floors. I know there's at least one in here. I run out without having to do anything. I can. I just have to go back in once I'm ready. Okay. My guy spoke too much and I lost track of what he was saying. A strange souvenir. Is this... Okay. Alright, hold on. What if we go with our Porygon Z? Alright, never mind. Never mind. Oh, there's a sticker right there. Rain dance lasts a long time. You want a damp rock. Yep. If you want hail to last a long time, you want an icy rock. You want a heat rock. And last but not least, you want a smooth rock for Sandstorm. What can I say? I'm a smart guy. A smart man. The Pokemon. So you're just gonna give us all of the weather rocks, right? Give me the sticker. 51! Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get all of the stickers unless we do post-game. Which, to be honest, if we don't do post-game in this series, I won't be particularly bothered. Managed to reel in a bottle cap. What do you have? I didn't even talk to the person that she was staring in front of, and she's like, "Oh my god, I was gonna buy that." All right, biker Robin. Nidoran. You may have like bite or something. Toxic spikes. That's a little bit scary. No word of a lie to you, chat. No word of a lie. That was a little bit scary. If I had to constantly switch out over and over again. Get this jackass revving his car engine. Like you're not cool, buddy. I'm in a nightshade. He's gonna flatter. Don't hurt yourself, please. Don't hurt yourself, please. Thank you. All right, buddy. Enough. All right, Petunia's 35. We could get King Tut to 35 before this stream is up. That'd be great. You should buy this strange souvenir. I will sell it to you for 100. Okay. I mean, I already got one earlier. I don't know what these do, to be honest. Lives in the deep in the desert in Ulu Island. Is that it? What do you have? Hero cap. I feel like none of these caps is gonna fit her outfit, right? I think the hat that she has now is gonna fit her outfit way more. Know what I mean? I'm not a fashionista, especially when it comes to ladies' clothing. But I feel like a baseball cap with the dress that she's currently wearing just does not. Just doesn't work. Just doesn't work. 52. You have anything for me? Bruh. Nothing over here. What's up, Samson Oak? Local Persian. I don't have a Persian. Electric type trial. Yeah, we're not touching that. That is a hell nah today. Even if it doesn't seem like we really made much progress in 2 hours, I just needed a stream to happen today and for it to not be me getting throttled. That was my fear. Dartrix jumped out of the Pokeball entrusted to you. Is this canon, like, in the sense of, like, I have a Dartrix, so it fits the narrative, or would this always happen even if I didn't have a Dartrix? That's what it meant. The left Pokeball. Okay, that all makes more sense now. I was like, am I smoking something right now? I don't remember this at, like, I remember doing this at least one time, but I don't remember the context behind it. Okay. Me for a loop. All right, Mally City, Outer Cape. We can get an encounter here. I'm gonna walk around you, and I'm gonna go grab this item. Binding Band, which doesn't really do a whole lot for me, but a sticker does. Now, I don't know when we get the next totem. My guess is 70. My guess is 70 because the totem we got for 50 was Lurantis, and Lurantis was the last, like, Totemon that we battled. So my guess would be 70 because it's going to be either a Mimikyu or a Togedemaru totem. So I don't know. I genuinely don't have an answer because I don't remember. And I'm not looking it up either. Butterfree? Yeah, we can deal with that. We can deal with that for the most part. Would Nightshade or Shadow Ball do more? I don't know. Let's do the research. Let's see. Goes for Safeguard. That's fine. I wasn't gonna Will-O-Wisp you. I have no idea. Let's see. That did slightly under half. I think Shadow Ball technically did more. Not by much, but it did do more. Dancer Stacy. Looks very much like a dancer. Not too bad, not too bad. I'm not sure if I'm gonna want to status inflict this guy. I mean, it wouldn't hurt, but the only status infliction I have would be burning it, and I don't know if I want to do that. I feel like that'd be way too risky. So I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna hit it with one more Mega Drain. I'm gonna Quiver Dance to kind of counteract the Future Sight attack, because that's gonna go off, I think, this turn. Fan attack. Does crit, fan, and Future Sight does a lot. Give me something easier to catch, actually. Wouldn't say that's easier to catch. It is a higher level, though. But I might actually use that as a health pack just to get my HP back. So, I'm gonna do that. Now, if this was like a regular randomizer nuzlocke, I probably would have tried to kill the Gothitelle and gotten the Mega Sharpedo instead. I mean, he has Misty Surge. That's not a great ability for him because that does power up fairy type moves. Then again, I mean, it's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? Like, it's... We had a Swampert with Defeatist. Like, we made that work. Alright. This gotta stop. That's shaken 3 times twice. Now we get a crit capture. Thank you. All I needed. All I needed. Because I wasn't able to go into Togekiss and Yawn. If I was, then we would have been chilling, but we were not. Out of curiosity, let's see what your ability stuff is. Anger Point, and you have a Timid Nature, so kind of a useless ability. I mean, Anger Point does raise your attack to +6 if you get critted. Gothitelle isn't necessarily a physical attacker though, so I wouldn't ever run it that way. Now, if it had huge power, then probably would run it physical, but all right, fine. What do you need me to do? Elegant style. Okay, whatever. What else could we have caught here? Pidgey. That would have been easier to catch. But, you know, we caught Armon anyway, so it doesn't matter, right? Right? Doesn't matter. Still caught it. Friend ball. Okay, it just disappears. Get a grassy seed. All right. We got our encounter in this area. We have this little cutscene here that we can do. I'm gonna heal my team first. By my team, I mean my team of 2. I'm gonna lead with King Tut so that way he can get the experience. Hopefully hit 35 before we finish off stream today. I think we're gonna be under level going into this trial. Dancer Daniel. Two-blade? Ooh. Alright. I don't think he's gonna have much of anything right now, thankfully. I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp first. And I fucking missed. Are you kidding me? Yeah, he went for Iron Defense. That's fine. Just in case he has Shadow Claw or anything like that. I don't want to deal with it. He keeps Iron Defensing, so maybe he doesn't have anything for me. Maybe he doesn't have anything for me, which is good, if that's the case. Shadow Ball. I could have just hit 2 Shadow Balls probably and killed it. Or just 1. I didn't even need the Will-O-Wisp. But to be fair, I didn't think I would outspeed him. I know Doublade is not fast, but I still didn't think I would outspeed him. Zangoose? Ooh. He may have Night Slash. But I think regardless. Ooh, that's gonna be a problem. I think I Will-O-Wisp regardless. And then I swap into Lilligant. Embargo. Alright, that's fine. Fucking miss. I haven't missed, like, I really have gone for Will-O-Wisp, but the fact that it's 85 accurate and I've missed twice in 3 times I've tried to go for it. 2 out of 4, that's 50%. Just saying. That's not 85, that's 50. Let's swap Lilligant, like I said. As long as he doesn't have guts or anything, we should be fine. Goes for Detect. I mean, if you want to go for that again, buddy, I'm gonna Quiver Dance on your ass. Crush Claw? Ooh. That still does... That does a little too much for my liking being burned. Just a little too much. But thankfully, no defense drop. Thankfully, no defense drop. I'll swipe. All right, we've seen his entire moveset. So he did not have anything to hit off of Grigas. So if I actually had something to hit him with, I could have just stayed in that whole time. But we still get the experience regardless, so it's really not that big of a deal. Truthfully, it's not. And he hits 35. And we're right at the end of the stream, so you know what? Winning all around. Winning all around. A Twisted Spoon. All right, not too bad, not too shabby. All right, you know what? Let's fly back to the Pokemon Center because I do want to organize the boxes, I should say. So they all kind of make a little bit of sense going forward, especially because we still technically have... All right, so in our death box, Steelix shouldn't be here. But this is also what I mean too. I need to figure out the space for everything, so I want to... Okay, let's see. Oh. Which one is the one? Can you multi-select? Green is the multi-select. That's what it is. Okay, let's take all you. Put you in this box. Take you 3. You in this box. Yeah, no. Push back to this. Here. And then we have these 4 eggs, which leaves this box open. So, nope, wrong one. Grab this. Grab you 4. Move you. I'm gonna put you in the corner here. We're gonna take this entire box. Make this our box 1, because these are all of our alive mons. Then and take any of the bonus mons, which would be in this case Steelix. You'll start filling up box 2. Gothitelle. And put you right above the eggs. I know that I need to trade you out for an egg. And then do I want my death box to still be this box? I mean, it doesn't hurt for it to stay this as the death box. I think eventually anyways, I'm gonna probably remove these encounters out of the PC. Maybe not. We'll see. I haven't quite decided, but we will have to think about that as we wrap up stream. But before we do that, let's make sure we interact with our wheel one final time, see what we get for our reward. And we get another illegal move. So I gotta think about what I would want as an illegal attack on my team. What would I benefit from as far as illegal attacks go? Truthfully, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm gonna use... I don't even know if I'm gonna put any of this stuff in the game for tomorrow. I haven't decided yet, really. It'd probably be the smartest thing to do is to give Flare Boost to Togekiss and put in the Master Ball, put in illegal moves, all that sort of fun stuff. It'd definitely be the right idea to do that. So I think that's what I will do. But that will be it for me, or from me today. If you guys did enjoy today's stream, make sure you show your support by clicking that like button down below, because we greatly appreciated. Like I said, we'll be live again tomorrow, so if you want to make sure you don't miss out on that, make sure you are subbed down below and click that bell icon as well. We're trying to hit the big 500 subs, as you can see over there on that side. We're at 447. It'd be really, really cool if we could hit the 450 mark by the end of this week. I mean, we're right in the middle of the week, 450. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be a nice little high up for the week. Nice way to finish the week, I should say. And yeah, like I said, we'll be back tomorrow to do the first trial of the 3rd island. Hopefully we don't get our cheeks smashed. But the only way to find out is for you guys to be there. So see you guys then. Peace out.